All right, everyone, welcome back. This is Marcus Hain. The course is Travel Hacking: How to Travel the World for Cheap. This is Section 2, Lecture 2. The Section 2 has been all about flight hacking, so showing you guys various things that you can do with the flights in order to hack them and be able to get cheaper flights to any destination in the world. And in this section, I'm going to cover how to book various flights. So we're going to be talking about booking flights. So airline fees. So avoiding airline fees is a key to travel hacking success, and it's very important that you're able to master this. So you really need to minimize the cost of fees by finding and booking cheaper flights. Make yourself aware of potential fees that you may incur down the road, and some of these fees may include things such as additional baggage, having to reschedule, and these are things that you can avoid as long as you're able to properly plan things. So before you book a flight, you want to make sure that you cover your grounds and cover all these different areas because they are going to be very, very important to your travel hacking success. So the best place to book flights, my top pick and my best go-to spot is www.google.com/flights. And what this website does is that it aggregates all of the data from all of the airline providers to display the cheapest possible results within a given set of suggestions. So let's say I'm trying to go to Miami and from LA, I pick the airport in LA, I pick the airport in Miami, I enter the dates, and then I click find flight, and then it's going to go through every single flight provider that's going from LA to Miami and back during that time period. So it could have American Airlines, United, Virgin, Southwest, whoever else. So it saves you a lot of time, whereas you might normally have to go ahead and go to each website to find out the price of these flights. So google.com/flights is my top pick for booking flights, and it's very easy to do and very self-explanatory. The next thing is rescheduling and cancellation fees. So if there's even a slight chance that you might need to reschedule, you should book a fare that has no rescheduling fees. Because if you book one that has rescheduling fees, you're going to end up paying a lot of money for rescheduling. And no rescheduling fees does not mean that you do not have to pay. So a lot of people think that because I have the ability to reschedule my flight for free, that means that I can go ahead and change my flight to any day, anywhere, any place for the same price. That is not accurate. Whatever day that you decide to book a new flight, a new fare, that's the price that you're going to pay. The only difference is that because you have a no reschedule or rescheduling fee, that they're not going to charge you additionally to be able to get out of your current ticket for a new ticket. But you will get charged the difference in fare to what the original ticket was. And the only benefit from these having a plan with or a fare with no rescheduling fees is that you don't get charged the additional fee on top of that for when you do have to reschedule a flight. The best suggestion for me is don't reschedule a flight, plan a trip that you know you can make 100%. Obviously things and emergencies come up, that's part of life, but mainly that's your goal. Baggage fees. So you need to become familiar with the airlines and their baggage policies. Make sure that you know the costs of overweight bags and the fees that are associated with it. And if possible, avoid checking bags. I know it's very tough, especially for a lot of people that are doing international flights and things like that, especially with all the gizmos and things that everyone has nowadays and things that you can't bring on the plane. But if you can, avoid checking bags because you're going to save more money and it's just a lot less hassle when you do travel. And the next thing is that make sure your bags fit within the airline's policy of baggages and their requirements. So if you have if you have a carry-on bag, make sure it fits their requirements. It's going to fit in the carry case up top and all of those types of things. You need to be very careful and aware of to have a hassle-free flight experience. Avoiding unnecessary costs. So the first thing is do not fall for in-flight purchases. Avoid them at all costs and you will save a lot of money. So I suggest highly wait to purchase things at your destination as they will be much, much, much cheaper. And that's another key to travel hacking success. Just avoid the unnecessary costs. Bring your own food or snacks unless your flight comes with a free meal. Airline food is always pricey and it's not that good. It's very comparable and similar to frozen boxed food that you might get from a grocery store that's been microwaved. So you really, if you can, bring your own stuff. If not, just wait until the flight is over. Reporting poor customer service. So take note of the various things that are going wrong during your flight, such as the food or the service, and later on you can email the airline after your flight and let them know the issues that you had. Most of these airlines are highly pride themselves on their brand and giving people a good customer experience. So you may get rewarded most likely with a travel voucher or discounted flights for your following trip. The key to this is obviously don't make up things that aren't true, because this is someone's job on the line, and people that are going to be in that flight are going to probably get chewed up by corporate. But if you do experience a bad time, do not hesitate to call customer service, because it's only going to benefit you. And a lot of people think, oh, this flight was terrible, blah, 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 but what's the point? I don't want to waste my time. Well, it's a great thing to do, because your next flights or your next things that you do will come with vouchers and various things like that, various rewards like that. So I highly, highly recommend following up with customer service and sharing your thoughts and feelings. But that's it for this section on booking flights, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.